Om Ajnanatimidandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Dhena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah.
Right now, we have a great opportunity, and that is to become aware of the ephemeral nature of the world. There's a phrase we can remember that relates to the Bhagavad Gita, and that is, "This too shall pass." Once there was a king, and he instructed his head minister, telling him that there's a ring, and on that ring there's an inscription that will bring happiness to those who are sad and sadness to those who are happy. He was only testing his minister, and he told him, go out and find that ring. It's somewhere in the world, and when you bring it back, your mission will be accomplished. You have 6 months. So the minister went everywhere searching for a ring such as that, and after 6 months he had failed. And the last day he was walking in the bazaar, and he saw a venerable old man laying out a worn but ornate carpet, and on it he was placing his wares, which were jewelry, worn jewelry to be sure. But in desperation, the minister went to him and said, "Have you ever heard of a ring that a sad man upon seeing will become happy, and a happy man upon seeing will become sad?" And the venerable merchant said, "Why, of course I have. I have it right here." And he picked up one of the worn gold rings, and then he made an inscription on the inside. The minister picked it up, and his sadness turned suddenly to happiness. He brought the ring enthusiastically back to his king. His king laughingly said in front of everyone in the court, "Did you find it?" And he said, "Yes, I did." And the king was so surprised because he didn't think there was any such thing. He sent him out on a fool's errand just to humiliate him. And the minister handed the king the ring. The smile on the face of the king then drooped into a frown, and he became sad upon reading the inscription, which said, "This too shall pass." For the king was full of wealth and fame and power, but he realized it's only here for a moment and it will be gone. But for those who are sad and oppressed and feeling that the world isn't the way it's supposed to be, upon reading this, they become happy and they remember, Haribo, the things will pass through just like everything else has from the very beginning of time. So you can remember that the world right now is in a situation created by Krishna's energies. And for us, this is the greatest of opportunities to remember the fleeting nature of the material world, and also to find opportunities to use the energy in service to Krishna in ways we've never thought of before. When we get in one pattern, we tend to think this is the all-in-all. But there is a great philosopher named Hegel from Germany, and he said, only through disintegration and then reconstitution do we come to a higher level. Just like a forest fire. It burns down the forest, but then the soil becomes nutrient rich. And the canopy opens up so more sun can come in. A monk in China recently wrote a poem, and he said, from Wuhan, China, he said, "Just see now how the sky is clearing from all the smog. The people have slowed down in their mad rush to find material happiness in this world. They're staying together in one house, regarding one another as actual human beings, and the world has become more peaceful here in China." So we are faced with danger at every step, whether it's evident or it's not evident. Many people are pointing this out in one way or another, but collectively, somehow or other, Krishna has decided to bring all of us in the whole world to a timeout. Enough is enough, people. Slow down, sit down, and listen to what's in your heart, and try to understand that we're all on this planet together, and we have to work together to bring it to a higher level. No more cruelty, only compassion, cooperation, looking for ways to make the world a better place, not trying to exploit it. So we have to be the exemplars of this. We have to face this diversity and danger in the ways that Krishna tells us in the Bhagavad Gita. Be equal. Don't be worried. Just take shelter of Krishna and go on. And day by day, minute by minute, deal with whatever situation we're in, and know that this world is always uncertain, but there is one certainty, that Krishna is behind everything, and if we take shelter of him, then we'll always be victorious. Param vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam. So today, we're not doing any more programs here at the temple, as far as I know, and nor are we doing for the rest of the week, except for some broadcasts. But we're encouraging everyone to stay home and listen from home. We just have a couple devotees in the temple room at 12 feet from one another, so even the spray won't hit, hopefully. And we're being very, very careful to keep everything clean. At home, please keep everything clean. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face. And don't interact and go into crowds for any reason. Just take a time out. It's a good time to stay home. What's that? Sunday feast has been postponed, which means that you can meditate on taking prasadam. One time I was on a parikrama with my godbrother Madhava Maharaj, and he was very enthusiastic to veer off the course and go way far into the distance to go to this special tree, and he wanted to visit. And I said, Maharaj, I'll do it by meditation. And he said, that's fine, as long as when we get back to take prasadam, you also take prasadam by meditation. So we don't cancel anything in Krishna consciousness. We continue it, even if we can't be there physically, we continue it in whatever way we can. For instance, when Devaki and Vasudev were imprisoned, they gave charity through their minds. And when Haridas Thakur and Vaitacharya knew that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had appeared, they also gave millions of cows in charity. So we can do the same thing. We don't stop anything. We only change the level of our awareness of it. Not physically here, we may be mentally here. Thank you very much, everyone, for coming.
Nachari Armarman, Nachari Armarman, Nachari Armarman, Nachari Armarman, hey, Nachari Armarman, Nachari Armarman, Nachari Armarman, Nachari Armarman.